Today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Ravens and the Bears, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On first down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Fields. Once again, he finds Slayton. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's Henry, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bears! Darius Slayton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 7 catches, 61 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy. They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson, and he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They're not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One play action. Fields. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag.
That's it, baby.
So that challenge, a successful one. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up third and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing first and goal, looking to regroup.
Touchdown! Darius Slayton with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's got it to Patterson complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Oh, good move. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. Darius Slayton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Fields now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Let's go, boys, let's go. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, he bowls over it, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's White. And out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
That one caught by the tight end Bates. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Runs through the contact. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Patrick Queen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 27, Jackson. But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Dobbins.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Catch made by Slayton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Off play action. Fields. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On play action, Fields steps away. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
On 4th down, Fields. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Fields. Caught on the slant. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. 2nd and goal from the 1. Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. He's got White here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got his man. It's White. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 39, Jackson, quick slant to Brown.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got Smith here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile,